just seems to be getting stronger with his legs. We've moved around a little bit there in the halfway through the game, and he went to the left wing as positions he's played before, and I thought he looked even more comfortable there at times. It allows him to, there's a lot of responsibility at center ice, and he's really trying to be conscientious and work down low and do all the right things. We also want him to free him up a little bit, so I like the way that looked. So we've really looking for the right guy who eventually will fill that third line center spot. So we put LaRose in there at center. Didn't mind some of the stuff that he did. I mean, he can work down low and carry a fairly heavy workload. So I was pleased with Jeff. He gets that shot. The slot balls are going to go in for him. He's a goal scorer, and he's going to play a little bit of hockey. We'll fire him back in there tomorrow.
So is he a winger now or center?
He's going to play both. And will probably his whole career. He's capable of doing it. I mean, the shift for him is he came in as a center iceman into Kitchener, then moved to the wing and played there, and then came back to center. So it's really, he's a two-positional guy, comfortable.
Any concerns offensively 5-on-5 yet, or still too early and too many guys?
I mean, that's not our hockey club, so not major concerns yet. Yeah, we'd like to score more goals. We seem to be getting the puck back to the point enough for us, and then not enough comes off that. The shot's not getting through, and we're still not attacking the net the way we're going to. We did a much better job of it in Nashville. Bigger body men get to the net a little differently, and so we'll get to that part.
What can you tell us about Rodney?
Contusion, day-to-day, nothing significant. So he's been x-rayed, he's fine.
Drayson Bowman from camp last year, is the defensive side of his game improved that much, or have you seen improvement there?
Yeah, that was never really a concern for us. He was a very smart player from the first time he hit the ice. As a matter of fact, most of the conversations we had with him were, you play a good enough defensive game, but you don't have to be so conscientious, and because this guy is a shooter, and he is a conference goal scorer. And last night he had just a great chance to score, and their guy made a miraculous save on him. I think once he gets that one off and he starts to build that confidence as a shooter for him, he's got quite a bit of offense, and we're not grooming this guy to be a pure defensive player by any means. He brings that on his own.
You said, sorry, the battle for forward spots, is that taking shape in your mind a little bit to the point where you can use these next few games to whittle things down?
So we will make adjustments in the number of people that we have here over the next couple of days, and we are taking more veteran group into Atlanta, and then from here on out, that's what you'll see. They'll be closer to our team.
You kind of half-heartedly said the other day you may be down to 25 after tomorrow. Is that a little drastic, or you think you could be?
Yeah, we won't be able to get to that number, but we won't be that far off.
Skinner still go to Atlanta?
I'm sorry?
Skinner still go to Atlanta?
I don't have a medical report out of our room yet, but he is planning. We have him in the lineup tomorrow. Yes, as of now. So unless something changes.
Some of the guys battling for defensive spots today didn't exactly separate themselves. What do you see there?
Or maybe they did.
Maybe they did, right? Well, yeah. Anyway, we'll look at it.
So we'll look at their games as a block of games. I think Jay Harrison has played well in his games. I thought he played especially well last night. And the rest of the guys will keep fighting. So we'll keep, I think, probably 9 through the weekend, and then 8 to Europe. So they'll still have time. There's still games for those guys to make their mark.
Sullivan still finding ways to score.
I liked his first game when we really didn't have anything going on. He was the one guy that looked like he could handle it on bad ice. I liked his game again tonight in back-to-back situations. And so we've talked about this, so I didn't care for parts of his game last night. What's nice when you talk to him, he understands that scoring a goal doesn't mean you played a great game. But at the end of the day, if you can not play a great game, find a way to score, that's pretty darn good too. And there is such an upside because of his hand skills. I liked his pace. I was really happy that on back-to-back nights after scoring, and it wasn't his best game last night, but he came back. I thought he had a lot more jump. And I do think for certain players, and Patty's one of them, as this group gets narrowed, his game will get better. With all due respect with the number of people that we've played him with, when he gets a pass, when he's able to hit players with speed, he really handles the puck very well. It'll change the way he plays too.
Sanguinetti played 3 in a row, and you ran him pretty hard tonight. Are you really taking a hard look at him?
Yep. Yeah, we are. He's earned the right to get that. He was his first 2 games I thought were very, very strong.
Anyone we haven't mentioned whose game you liked tonight?
Well, the answer is yes, but then you're going to ask me who are they? And I'm going to get back into my room and say, so the guys whose name don't get mentioned now are not sleeping tonight.
I mean, was there anyone whose game you thought was exceptional that we haven't brought up? I mean, maybe there wasn't.
I know that the people will look because of the handoff goal. I thought our goaltender was good tonight, and I thought that Peters was very good last night. I think that our goaltending has been good. You know, he was in the first period one of the reasons we broke the puck out well, and after we got a little fatigued there, we lost Rodney. We spent way too much in our time in the second period in our end of the ice, and our legs looked 2 inches shorter for everybody. But I thought our goaltending has been very good. I'm pleased with where that's at. The other guy is Joe Corbo. Is a guy that he is so fit, so strong right now that he can drive the pace in practice, and at the end of it, he just starts pulling away from guys. So on the back end, you know, we're going to get a look at Yoni. We'll be in the lineup tomorrow night, so we'll get a look at him. I was trying to think up front. Stoller was real good. We don't need to talk about those guys. They're on the team.
Sammy?
Samsonov. Samsonov played very well yesterday. Moved the puck, scored a goal. I thought that. So Samsonov, Stoller, too were real good. I think Rudy's still hitting his stride. It's so difficult for him to be very, very physical and know he's got 82 games ahead of him. But Samsonov's feet were really good yesterday, and he was moving the puck and creating ice for Eric. So I like where he's at.
Dalton goes back in.
Yes.
Thanks,
Okay,
man.